Jean-Serge here from Jean-Serge.com, helping you build your online empire step by step with simple strategies. So sorry about the sound. I'm just doing this from my daughter's old room. You see the moon on the wall and everything. So I just got this set up here so that I can do some, just kind of talk to you about. So today we're going to talk about social media 101. All right, the basics of social media. What you need to be doing on social media, and you know, just so you know, I've been doing this for 2 years now, doing online branding, personal branding, that kind of stuff, attraction marketing. And you know, I'm no expert. These are just things that I've learned over the last 2 years or more, and that I've been improving. And you know, I still have some improvements to make, but I just want to give you the basics, right? We talk about simple strategies. This is a simple strategy, the 101 of social media. What is it that you really need to be doing, right? So social media 101, all right? So let's just go social media 101, all right? So social media 101. So, oh, look at that focus camera. There you go. Oh, okay. So social media 101. So basically, you want to be doing these basic things. You want to understand these things. You want to be able to, you know, in another video, I'm going to show you the details. You know, I'm going to give you some hands-on and these different things. But I've got my little sheet over here with what my topics are. There's going to be 10 different things I'm going to bring up. So the first thing is, you know, the number one is you want to choose a platform. All right, you want to choose a platform, and that means, you know, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Snapchat. There used to be Vine. You know, there's a bunch of other ones out there that are starting right now as well. It's still happening. So the thing is, you got to choose a platform. Okay, you know, you can post everywhere. Like I post in lots of different platforms, but that's not how I started. And you got to start somewhere. So if you're just starting out, just make sure you master a platform. Choose a platform. You know, choose Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, like I said, you know, whatever, YouTube, even Google Plus, SEO, you know, words, blogging. You know, there's a ton of different things. Okay, so and if you're not sure what the options are and why you should go with one platform or the other, just go ahead and send me a message. You know, we'll have a conversation. For you, whatever is best for you. So you choose that platform and you master it. All right, become good with that platform. Learn the tools. Learn the tools that are available. Learn the strategies. Learn the algorithms. Learn, you know, how you can do that. Right. All right. So that's number one. Number two is set up your profile. All right. So set up your profile. Now, how to set up your profile is dependent on the platform you choose, right? So some platforms are more like Facebook is more like personal, right? It's more like, you know, your family, you know, your where you live, that kind of stuff, right? LinkedIn is more business-like. It's like, you know, your resume, your jobs, you know, where you've worked, your skills, right? It's not so much about your family. So, you know, it depends. You know, Snapchat, there's no real profile other than just going to different search engines and putting in your information in there, right? Like SnapExec or Ghost Codes, right? So you just go there, and so it depends. So depending on which platform you choose, then you're going to set up your profile based on that platform. And again, if you're not sure, let's have a conversation. All right, so number three is post daily. Post daily. Now, posting daily is something that you have to kind of get into the habit of doing. Depending on the platform, maybe every day is too much. Maybe it's 4 times a day. It really depends. Again, that's like I said, you choose your platform, you learn the platform, you learn what to do on that platform, how to do things, and then you start to do things daily. All right, so you post daily, you know, the kind of content that your audience wants. So there's other things you got to figure out. But these are basics, right? You got to be doing these things that make sense to what you're trying to accomplish, right? All right, so that's okay. So also number 4 is, I'm not even sure how to call this, but use singular. look singular, addressing or talking. Like when you're posting on Facebook, on LinkedIn, Instagram, whatever, don't say, hey, Facebook friends, hey, my peeps, hey, people. You know, use the singular when you're talking. You're talking to one person. Like right now, I'm talking to you, right? Sure, my video is going to be viewed by 10, 20, 100, 1,000, 10,000 people. I don't know, right? I'm hoping there's going to be millions. But whoever's watching it is only one person. They're a single person watching. Okay, maybe it's going to be broadcast in a group, in a team, in a meeting or whatever. But it doesn't really matter because that's the exception. Typically, it's going to be one person watching it. So talk to that person. That person is your target market. The person you want to attract. Talk to them. Same thing with your posts on Facebook. When you say, good morning, you know, how's your day? Don't say, good morning, Facebook friends. How are you all doing? It's impersonal. Social media is personal. It's for the person watching, right? So use singular, one person. Okay, so number 5. Number 5, this one you're probably going to hate me for. Use videos. Okay, live, better. Okay, so use videos. Use videos, okay? Use videos as your primary way of producing content. That's because, well, there's lots of reasons, okay? But one of the interesting reasons is that you can take video and you can convert it to audio just by taking the audio out. You can convert it to written word by just having somebody transcribe it, or you do it yourself in the beginning, right? But you can't make a video from text. You know, you have to hire an actor, then it's not you. So that's part of the whole social media thing. It's got to be about you, right? That's personal branding, attraction marketing, that kind of stuff. So use video for that reason. That's one reason. The second reason is, well, no, not the second reason. I mean, live. Why live? Why live is better? Because live is what the audience wants, for one. Okay, they want live because they feel more connected to you because it's happening right now when they watch it. And even if they watch a replay afterwards, they know that it was live. So that means that if you had a mistake or you said something wrong or whatever, you still have, you know, it's still you. It's your person. You make mistakes. People expect that from a person. They don't expect it from a company because companies, you know, edit things and they clean up stuff and whatever. And same thing with videos, right? Like this video here is not live because I'm recording it for my blog. But normally I do lives. I do Snapchat posts every single day, Instagram, Facebook. I do lives on Facebook. I mean, I do that, you know, lives because, you know, there's another cool reason about using lives is that you actually don't have to edit it after. You don't have to upload it. You don't have to do anything. You do the live and it's there. You don't have to then go into your editing software and then, you know, cut out the beginning and end maybe. You don't have to, you know, upload it to the platform afterwards. So it's kind of cool that way because you don't have to worry about, you know, keeping, so it's less work for you as an entrepreneur, as a public speaker, as a personal brand, right? It's less work for you. So that's why live. Now, if you have trouble with lives or you have trouble with videos, I get it, all right? Lots of people, you know, they don't like it. They don't like, you know, being there in the camera, especially with a live. They're like, oh my God, what if I do something wrong? What if I say something wrong? Whatever. I understand. Just get over that because that is how you're going to make it compared to somebody who's not doing that, right? It's going to make a big difference to your audience, whether you do those or not. All right, so number 6 is give value. Give value. All right, so this is one of the things that I struggled with for a long time because I kind of asked myself, what does it mean to give value, right? Like, how do I know whether what I'm doing is giving value to people or not? And it's still a hard question to answer, what is value? But basically value is something that somebody else is willing to give you something for. And, you know, hopefully you're looking for money, obviously. You're wanting to make some income with online stuff. So you're wanting money for that, right? But the thing is that value is not just money. Value is, Okay, they're going to share your stuff because they like it, because they think somebody else, it's going to help somebody else. Or they're going to comment and post. They're going to, like your post. They're going to, that kind of stuff. That's also value, right? They're giving their time watching your video, right? So how do you know that you're giving value? Well, would you spend your time watching what you're doing? Would you take your time to read what you're writing? If the answer is no, this is like whatever, then you're not giving value, at least not value that you want, right? So it's all about, and of course, if you're looking for people who aren't like you, then that's different, right? You've got to figure out what your target market is, whether they're interested in what you have. But that's it. You got to give value. Give something that people will want. It can be entertainment. It can be information. It can be training. It can be tips. Things like what I'm doing right now. Right? It's kind of value. Right? All right. So, and with that, number 7 is give what you want. Give what you want. Right? Give what you want. I'm sure you've heard that before, giving to people what you actually want. Like, that's why charity, works, tithing, that kind of stuff. You donate money to the church, or, if you're a spiritual, whatever, and, it comes back to you, right? And, people take that too literally lots of times. You think, okay, well, if I give to this person, they're going to give back to me. Now, that's not how it works. It's kind of like a, I don't know, it's intangible, right? It's some say the universe, right? The quantum physics. There's all these different things out there that basically say whatever you give, you're going to get back tenfold, but not from the same people. It's just going to be you give and give and give and give, like Gary Vaynerchuk, right? He talks about what is it? Stab, hook, something like that. I forget but basically he's saying you give and give and give, and eventually you'll get. So he's talking about in his book, he was talking about, asking for the sale, right? But it's kind of the same principle. You giving. So if you want money, give money. If you want friendship, give friendship. If you want love, give love. If you want, admiration, admire others. If you want people to like your posts, like their posts, like other people's posts. If you want people to share your stuff, share other people's stuff. Just give what you want, right? All right? So number 8 is don't. This is a do not do. Don't spam. Don't spam. All right? What is spamming? Spamming is sending people stuff that they didn't ask for. It's as simple as that. Just, did this person ask for my link? Did this person ask for my blog post? Did this person ask for a picture in their timeline? Did this person ask to be part of a group? Don't give people what they don't ask for. I get messages from people just, hey, it's been a while since we talked, and by the way, I'm just running this new business, and here's a link, and you'll thank me later. It's like, I'm not gonna go to their link. Okay, let's have a bit of a conversation. Tell me a little bit about what you're doing. Ask me what I'm doing. Let's have and then maybe you can tell a person, you say, hey, well, I'm just starting a new business, or is that something you'd be open to hearing about? And then most times when people do that with me, I say, yeah, sure, why not? Just what's your link? Send me your link. But don't send them without them asking for it. It's not going to work. It doesn't work. I tried that in the beginning when I first started online. Not even before the 2 years, like I don't know, anyways, whatever. 2008 or something, or 7. I was actually in this new MLM, and I was, sent all my friends. I just sent them a message. Hey, by the way, I got this, whatever, right? And by the way, Facebook doesn't like that. If you're doing that on Facebook, they'll actually block you after a certain number of identical messages, right? They'll stop you from doing it for a few days, right? That's what they call Facebook jail. All right, so don't spam. All right, so number 9, which kind of goes with that, is don't post. Well, let's write this down. Company name or product. how's my writing? Okay, so don't post company name or product. You don't want to be posting your company name or product. Some people are like, well, first of all, lots of companies out there, they actually want you to do that. That's what they say you should be doing. They're like, I don't want you to post a video about using our product without putting our name there. That's actually what they want, because you're basically becoming their, TV advertisement or whatever, right? Basically, they think that that's how it's supposed to be, because that's how it's been for years and years and years. And they just want to reproduce that to you so that you do it for them, right? Well, don't do that. If you're doing personal branding, don't do that. If the company won't let you, if they actually ever tell you that you're doing something wrong, whatever, maybe you have to find another company, right? Because the thing is that if you do that, the problem is you kill curiosity. People that see your posts are going to start to think you just care about selling them those products, right? And they're also not going to even talk to you, because they're going to go and Google that company name or product name, and they're going to go find all the negatives about it. You know how it is, right? 90% of what's posted about companies and products is negative. Doesn't matter how good the company is, how good the product is. That's what most people are going to find. So unless you have a conversation with them first, and they understand that you care about them and not selling them a product, which is, by the way, what you should be wanting, then you're going to be in a state where they they're not going to, they're never going to be your customer. They're going to go and find somebody else who they think maybe has more experience than you, who maybe has a bigger following than you and whatever, and they're going to join that person, even if they think that the product or company is good, right? So that's why you have to have a conversation with them, so that they warm up to you, so that they become a friend or whatever, right? That's kind of how that works. So don't post company name or product. And finally, number 10, we have learn daily. Learn daily. Why do you want to learn daily? If you learn one little thing every single day, after a year, you'll have learned 365 things, or 366 on leap year, right? You'll have learned so much over that period that you're going to be more valuable. You're going to be able to, show people things that, help them along with certain, like me, I've been learning things every single day. So if you're interested in learning, I can definitely show you how I learned this, where did I learn on this. And, obviously, one of the things I want to do is I'm going to be doing some posts as well on my blog on each of these over time. So just stay subscribed to my blog. Go to the list down the bottom. There should be a link to register, or if you're watching this on any other social media platform, there should be a link to my blog so that you can go read the post and subscribe to my email list and know whenever a new post comes in. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if you did, I would appreciate if you shared it. And I will have a conversation. I would love to help you to build your online empire. All right, Jean-Serge going out. We'll talk to you again soon. Have a great day.